Nope.
Zach, come on, give us that Morgan Freeman, but obviously the super white version.
Hello. On today's version of Daily Transmission, we investigate the source of life. I don't know.
The source of life if BMW guys can use turn signals?
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't get that joke, but that's the internet joke.
Well, I know. In
I've seen
factory
Vinny use a
BMW,
turn
they
signal.
have a dickhead sensor. Where
I've
you
seen
can
Vinny.
tap it and it only goes 3 clicks.
I've seen Vinny use a turn signal. He's a BMW guy.
Yeah, but Vinny's kind of like an all-encompassing guy. He's not just like a ideally a BMW kind of
Where
guy.
is Vinny? He should be here for this. This
I
is
know.
like right up his alley.
This is definitely Vinny's alley.
Anyway,
So what we have today is not our normal shithead BMWs, a real nice.
Super sick full race car.
You know my blinker stalk is still firmly planted right to the steering
See, he
column.
could hear you. He could hear you.
I thought we were talking
I
low
thought
enough to where you wouldn't
We were
be able to
just
hear it.
trying to keep it casual.
Anyway, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too, man. Nice to meet you guys.
Hello, Hoonigan viewers. Let me ask you a question. Do you find yourself driving like this? Would you like to be driving like this? Well, good news, because Hoonigan's got something for you. We're giving away an all-expense-paid trip to Skip Barber Racing School. And all you gotta do to be a part of that is this. Head on over to dollarshaveclub.com/Hoonigan. Sign up for one of their monthly starter packs. Then head over to Hoonigan.com/DSC. Follow the instructions there. Then you'll be entered to win. It's that easy. How have you not done this already?
My name is Tyler Pappas. I own a company called TYSPEED. It's a BMW shop in New Jersey. So we drove this son of a gun cross country for SEMA. And I got the call to come over here down to the Hoonigan Burnyard and I'm gonna see if this Pikes Peak / Simultac car can do some burnouts.
Literally across the country. So tell us what you got here.
Yeah, man, this thing I bought 2 years ago right off the showroom floor at BMW. It did not intend to go this far, but look at it now.
Wait, this was like a stock car that's just gone full retard?
Yes, I drove this car to work for 2 months.
You should still drive it to work, just
I know.
like this.
I thought about it, trust me. There's no windows though, it gets a little cold in Jersey. The first mod we did do it, I don't know why I thought of this, but we put a carbon roof on it. And
That's as you do. Your first mod.
Just cut my
Cut the roof
Yeah,
off.
well, see, it went downhill right from there, right? Because you had to take all the interior out, all the glass out and everything. I was like, well, screw it, man. It's
Sorry.
already half race car. We already got the interior out for the roof and everything else. We might as well just keep going. So sent out all my body panels, hood, doors, and trunk to have molds made. They're all composite. These things weigh 11 pounds each.
Whoa.
Put a full cage in it. And
That costs a lot of money, doesn't it?
yeah, it does cost a lot of money.
It closes like
Right, it's not bad, right?
Yeah, that doesn't happen on most composite doors. You have to lift it
I was
up.
relatively impressed with it myself, considering the fact that you know, they only cost about $7 grand for the set, which is actually cheap.
So this thing's super light.
Yeah, it's light. It's got about 450 pounds down from stock.
So what is that total?
It's 3,200 pounds.
What kind of? Damn, these things.
With the full cage.
Yeah,
With the full cage,
You got
though.
220 pounds of steel in there, man. Yeah, so.
What kind of juice you rocking?
Yeah, so it's a stock motor we built up. It's fully forged on the inside.
see
CV
under there?
pistons, canola rods.
Can
Yeah.
you see anything? Or is
Yeah,
it all...
yeah, we got a pretty cool thing. Got some Even Cherry's one of our sponsors out of UK. Made a nice carbon intake.
Give him a
And
hand.
put it right on the roof here.
Dang.
All right.
You know, it looks relatively stock. That's all signatures, by the way, from all the pros at Pikes Peak 2019. So we got Travis Pastrana, Randy Popes. I mean, like Chuckles is on there. You got a little bit of everybody.
Yeah.
Also,
Dan, did
Big
you sign
Fish
that?
on there.
I did not sign that.
You get your hand on there now, man. Why not?
Better get on that.
Not a pro. It's probably.
Single turbo, N55. It's 505 wheel horsepower, 550 foot-pounds of torque. I have a 3-liter motor, so not crazy. We hope to go back next year to Pikes Peak with 700 wheel with a new turbo setup. So.
You running a Bluetooth math?
Yeah,
Or is
yes.
that just,
Yeah, that's more of just a plug than anything else. It's running Alpha N on the tune, so we don't use that anymore. The whole front end and everything has been developed in a wind tunnel. We actually got to go to a wind tunnel at University of North Carolina, Charlotte. That's where we learned to make like all these guards and stuff like that to help direct the wind directly through the coolers, and we found like air was skipping right over the brake duct, so we put like stalling plates so that air actually gets directed in there and stuff. All these little details that you'd never actually figure out unless you went to a wind tunnel. So
the cooler setup looks really cool.
Yeah, so I V-mounted in this 275 cubic inch CSF oil cooler, cut the factory bumper. Oil cooler used to be in that fender. It's now here, and now there's 2 radiators, so there's an auxiliary radiator in each fender. Believe it or not, cutting these little grills out here that you normally find on these turn signal-less cars helped reduce our temperatures by about 10-15 degrees, just getting rid of just those little slats.
They're that restricted.
Yeah, so we got rid of that, and we got a nice external sprayer, which you've probably seen if you went to Pikes Peak before. There's no air to remove all the heat off the coolers up there, so helps keep this car cool on track, which has been a struggle. It's running JRZ RS Pro suspension.
Yeah,
we've got 10.5-inch wide wheels on all 4 corners, 295 Toyo Proxys RRs. Gonna switch over to True Slicks next year. We need a little extra grip and all this power making. Again, Aero has been fully developed. I did the interior myself, made a custom dash wrapped in Alcantara.
Let's take a look at it.
One of my
That's tight. And
Yeah,
it's got
it's really
that.
nice.
You got a little padding on
Yeah,
that
it's
too?
nice. You gotta give it a little rub for good luck before every race, you know? Yeah,
my hands are
get in
clean.
there,
I just
get in
washed
there.
them.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah,
right?
it's really nice.
Yeah, cracked little NACA duct in here, which is for the diff cooler underneath the car. The factory fuel tank's been removed and a fuel cell has been put in the trunk. So we did that for Pikes Peak. Obviously, they don't want you running around with the plastic fuel tank.
Well, that's cool.
Okay.
Pops off, meth tank,
Dry brake.
dry brake system.
What fuel do you run?
MS 109, 100 octane.
Awesome.
Just for like tuning stability and basically putting a bigger hole in my wallet as well.
I feel like I have a race car because I have the same radium surge.
Oh, there you go. See, you basically do.
got a
That's
race
really
car.
all it takes, actually.
Yeah.
From what I hear. That's what the internet says.
The chassis mount to the wing and stuff is
chassis
really
mounted
cool.
Wing, reinforce the unibody. Just try to kind of keep it as OE looking to stock, so people still knew what it was.
That diffuser.
It's a gnarly rear diffuser.
So we
That's
actually didn't
cool.
run it at Pikes Peak because it was so bumpy up there. It actually destroyed like the front half of it in the first practice session.
Can you?
So we took it off and then basically just been running it for the rest of the season on like more flat groomed tracks.
Yeah.
Can you give me a little science knowledge on the way it's designed? Like 2 big ends, 2 little ends.
Yeah, I mean it's basically just like a channel, right? So it's just trying to get the air to kind of funnel out the back, and it's actually 2 stages. So if you look at it in like a CFD analysis, which is like a software that people use for aerodynamics to determine like how all this air flows over the car, the first bump kind of collects the air, and the second bump kind of extrudes it out the back of the car. And we found that this isn't really super effective unless it's planted down. And at about 100 miles an hour, this car's making about 750, 800 pounds of downforce, which is not a ton. But it gets that diffuser about a ½ inch off the ground. That's when it really comes alive. And it keeps air from collecting up underneath this bumper here too. So it's not super serious. No Formula One shit, but it's pretty close to it.
It looks hard as
That's exactly the reason it's on there.
I mean, this
The
is
back end is legit. Yeah.
this is a very monstrous wing, which is everything. But man, when you pull up with this full, blast fan underneath your car, people know you mean business.
That's right. It looks pretty legit too in the rain. It really creates a hell of a rooster tail. Gotta have the Send It sticker. That's when you know you mean business. This I got actually at the gift shop at Pikes Peak. Very important sticker for use up the hill there.
How do you get your wheels on?
Actually, Apex is kind enough to make these wheelbarrows so nice and wide. You could probably fit them on 17s.
Oh man, you're
They
scraping
barely
by.
fit in there, but it does the job, man. This car, it's a heavy pig going fast. It takes a lot to stop.
Can I just mention something? Like
Yeah,
this interior is oh yeah, the door opens.
Yeah, the door does
Like
open.
look at all this carbon.
Yeah, got
around
the aim
everything.
dash. We got rid of that. Check out this, yo. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Got my logo in there. All the buttons to control the screen. We got the radio, traction control on
The
here.
only time I've ever held something that cool is the simulator.
You said this was a stock transmission on this thing?
Yeah, it's a stock 7-speed dual clutch transmission. Goes right from BMW like that.
That must be nice. To be able
Upgraded
to
cooler.
Build your race car around
Around
your
a sequential
stock.
gearbox? Yeah. It's definitely helpful. I know I drove this car before I bought it from the dealership stick and with this DCT trans, and I have always driven stick, don't get me wrong. And I'm sure the internet will hate me for this, but man, this car is so much faster with the DCT trans in it. It just,
It's a track car.
that's
So,
true.
it makes
Listen, I don't care. Stick shift all day, smashing the clutch forever. Get out of my face.
Let's see if
Yeah.
Let's start it up, man.
Sound cool?
Yeah, of course.
it probably does sound pretty. I'm gonna get back here. Oh, smells good too. Smells real good.
That's $11 a gallon right there. It smells really good.
Yo, he's a monster. He's a monster. Yo, that is so sketchy. You don't understand how much grip that car has.
That thing is fast.
Like, it looks like he's gonna plow right into the wall and just stops on a dime.
Yeah.
Just stops right on a dime.
I commend him. He gave it some, like, at first it didn't seem like that thing was gonna boogie, but he just stood on it.
Just the
Saw
fact.
the turning point when he pulled back over here and it was trying to fight him. He goes, "F you," and then went nuts.
Just the fact that he looped and transitioned through Meth Row, all the props. Because that car is not supposed to do that.
I was watching that wing and it was like, oh, and then like just pressed it around.
Oh, buddy's got hands. Yo, that car isn't supposed to do any of that.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't at first, but we got it to go.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
You know your car really well. You got some balls, man. That was
I appreciate it.
that was quite hairy.
For no handbrake and having an automatic transmission, I'd say it does some pretty good burnouts.
Yeah.
It's hard to do, but we got it to go, boys.
That's a wrap!